Alright, movie lovers, welcome back to Filmflix. Grab your popcorn, settle in, because we're diving headfirst into the cinematic gloriousness that is 2026. This is part one of our most anticipated sci-fi movies, and trust me, the future is looking absolutely wild. Now, let's get this show on the road. Okay, first up, Danny Boyle is back to give us all nightmares again. He just blew our minds with the latest installment, setting it all up on this isolated island, and it felt just like the original, that raw, desperate energy, but then, bam, cliffhanger. Seriously, Boyle? You can't just do that to us. And now we have to wait for the second part, which Alex Garland wrote and Nia DaCosta is directing. This one's got a marauding gang led by Jack O'Connell, and they're supposedly Teletubby coded. What does that even mean? Our young hero runs right into them, and it was such a "what did I just watch" moment that I'm now completely obsessed. There are whispers, rumors that Cillian Murphy's gym is finally coming back. Can you imagine the chaos when all these characters collide at Ralph Fiennes' so-called Bone Temple? My brain is already exploding. The movie's called 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. God only knows what's gonna happen. Next, we've got a movie that's tapping right into our current AI anxiety. You know, that fear that we're about to hand the keys over to Skynet. In this one, Chris Pratt plays a detective who suddenly finds himself accused of a crime he didn't commit, and the entire automated justice system he champions is now coming for him. It's like Minority Report had a baby with a really stressful escape room. His judge, jury, and executioner is an AI avatar played by the amazing Rebecca Ferguson. He gets 90 minutes, strapped down, to prove his innocence using whatever data he can access. The whole thing is from Timur Bekmambetov, the genius who gave us those insane Night Watch vampire films, and basically pioneered the whole screen life genre with movies like Searching. It's a fresh, high-stakes concept that feels terrifyingly plausible. This one is called Mercy. And honestly, 90 minutes to save your own life? I'd be toasting 5. Get ready for more Joe Keery and his legendary hair, because he's back, and this time he's fighting a killer fungus? Sign me up! He's playing a dude working at a self-storage facility which happens to be built on top of a secret government lab. Naturally, a super deadly parasitic fungus escapes, and it has telekinetic powers. Telekinetic fungus. This is the kind of beautiful insanity I live for. And the cast is just a dream team of chaos. You've got Georgina Campbell, Sosie Bacon, the legendary Vanessa Redgrave, and Liam Neeson, all teaming up to stop this mushroom monster from ending humanity. David Cope, the writer behind Jurassic Park and Mission Impossible, is penning the script, so you know the thrills will be top-notch. It's got sci-fi, horror, and comedy all wrapped into one, and it sounds like the perfect Saturday night movie. The film is cold storage. I'm just so ready to see Liam Neeson punch a fungus. Okay, this next one has that sleek, neon-drenched Blade Runner vibe that just makes my sci-fi loving heart sing. It's not a huge blockbuster, but it's got style for days. We're talking about a sci-fi heist movie, which is a genre that needs way more love. The story weaves together a mercenary pulling an inside job to steal a corporation's most precious assets, and an insurance analyst who gets tangled in corporate fraud and ends up on the run. The first look images are just dripping with that gritty, high-tech corporate espionage feel. It might not have a Marvel-sized budget, but the cast is super intriguing. Christina Ricci, the one and only Stephen Ogg, yes, Trevor from GTA 5, and Mina Suvari. It just looks like one of those solid, intense thrillers you stumble upon and can't stop watching. The movie is the Dresden Sun. This could be a real hidden gem. So imagine you're just trying to enjoy your coffee at a diner, and Sam Rockwell walks in wearing a raincoat and a circuit board claiming he's from the future. No, he hasn't gone full method actor weird on us. This is the setup for Gore Verbinski's new sci-fi action comedy. Rockwell plays this man from the future who's trying to recruit regular people to fight a rogue AI that screws everything up down the line. The whole thing is he for real, or is he just a nutjob? It's another movie poking at our AI fears, but with a comedic, whip-smart edge. The writer also did the invention of lines, so expect some killer dialogue. Look, Verbinski's track record is a bit all over the place, but who cares? Sometimes you just want pure popcorn fun, and this looks like it'll deliver exactly that. Plus, when has Sam Rockwell let us down? The answer is never. The movie is called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. And with a title like that, you know you're in for a good time. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this ride through 2026's sci-fi goodness, do me a solid and smash that subscribe button and hit like. It helps the channel a ton, and it means we can keep doing these deep dives for you. Thanks, you guys are the best. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, monster movies. They are back in a big way, and I am so here for it. Forget the tired sequels, we're getting fresh, bold takes on the classics. Guillermo del Toro is giving us his Frankenstein, but hot on its heels is Maggie Gyllenhaal's second directorial feature. She's moving the story to 1930s Chicago and giving us a version inspired by the classic Bride of Frankenstein. We get Christian Bale as Frankenstein's creature, reimagined as some kind of lonely mobster type. Dr. Euphronius, played by the incredible Annette Bening, cooks him up a companion, played by the phenomenal Jessie Buckley. But don't expect some quiet, subservient housewife. This is Maggie Gyllenhaal, who gave us The Lost Daughter. She's going to flip this story on its head, and I cannot wait to see what she does with this genre and this powerhouse cast. This masterpiece in the making is called The Bride. Alright, next up, the dream team of Phil Lord and Chris Miller are back in the director's chairs together for the first time since 22 Jump Street. They're adapting Andy Weir's novel, the same guy who wrote The Martian, so you know the science is going to be smart and the stakes astronomical. Ryan Gosling plays an astronaut who wakes up alone on a spaceship with total amnesia. As his memories slowly return, he realizes he's the last survivor of a mission to save Earth from a catastrophe. It sounds epic, it looks epic, and we all know Gosling can carry a movie like nobody's business. He's got to figure out what happened and complete the mission, but there's a huge surprise waiting for him on that ship. The supporting cast is fantastic, with Sandra Hüller and Ken Leung, but the real magic is that the surprise character is brought to life with puppetry by a theater actor. A low-tech, practical effect in a massive CGI-heavy film? That's just brilliant. The movie is Project Hail Mary. This is going to be an experience. Finish him! Yes, it's finally time. The sequel to the Mortal Kombat relaunch is upon us. The first one wasn't a cinematic revolution, but it gave us exactly what we wanted. Brutal fights, classic characters, and enough fan service to make us cheer. Now Simon McQuoid is back to direct the next chapter, where our Earthrealm champions finally get to the actual tournament to face off against the big bad, Shao Kahn. All the survivors are back. Kano, Jax, Sonya, Scorpion, but this time we get Katana and, more importantly, Johnny Cage. For the role of the cocky movie star, they snagged Carl Urban. He's got the look, the action skills, and that perfect smirk to pull off the character's humor. The scale is promised to be much grander, with bigger visuals and better effects. If they nail this, we could be looking at a whole new era for this franchise. The movie is Mortal Kombat 2. Get over here! This is the way. After all the ups and downs of the Disney Star Wars era, the one thing that has remained consistently awesome is The Mandalorian. The story of Din Djarin and his adorable sidekick Grogu captured the spirit of the original trilogy. It gave us thrilling action, real emotional weight, and expanded the galaxy in a way that felt both new and familiar. It's been a long wait since Season 3, but Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are finally bringing our favorite duo to the big screen, and the new cast additions are wild. We've got sci-fi queen Sigourney Weaver, Zeb from Rebels is making an appearance, and Jeremy Allen White is playing Rada the Hutt, you know, Jabba's weird little slug son from the Clone Wars movie. We have no idea what the story is, or if this is the end of their journey, but who cares? I'm strapped in and ready for that hyperspace jump. The film is The Mandalorian and Grogu. I have spoken. Just when we thought we were out, they pull us back in. The original Hunger Games movies ended a while ago, but the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes proved there's still so much life left in Panem, and now we're going back again. This time, the story is set 25 years before Katniss's games and focuses on her mentor, a young Hamish Abernathy, as he fights for his life in the 50th Hunger Games. This isn't just any game, it's a quarter quell, meaning each district has to send double the tributes. Double the tributes, double the horror, double the action. Yes, it's another battle-to-death scenario, but for fans who are invested in this world, it's a chance to see a pivotal, brutal moment in Panem's history that was only ever mentioned in the books and films. We get to see Hamish's story firsthand. The film is The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping. May the odds be ever with us. And that's a wrap on part 1. What a lineup, right? 2026 is shaping up to be an absolutely legendary year for sci-fi. Let me know in the comments which one of these you're most hyped for. Thanks for hanging out, stay tuned for part 2, and until next time, keep watching movies. See ya!